So unseen photos of Kate have been released. Why I think her family are up to some very careful planning when it comes to what is being released in the narratives. And apparently she's turned a corner for the 5th or 6th time since she's been missing at this point. Hey guys, it's Molly. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again, it is daily and consistent content. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up and follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Morali. So a lodger has released unseen photos of Kate Middleton and Prince William when they were staying there. And this was released today. Photos of her in 2023 prior to her going missing. Why have these photos been released is my question. I feel like the lodgers who hosted her, for whatever reason, were pressured by powers to release any photo of Kate that we have not seen so that the public can see fresh conversations of Kate Middleton, because they can't produce fresh photos right now. Either because Kate is not in a physical state to do so, or she's just simply refusing to take any pictures of herself. And therefore the press needs to get articles going in order to generate money and etc. And a pressure to create a presence of her still being around. This is it's just so bizarre to me that the conversation of Kate is back and Kate's returning and Kate is spotted and Kate is here and, you know, Kate was staying at this lodger is all old photos of her or no photos of her, but she's out and about. Like what? That just makes no sense to me, guys. If she's out and about, why would there not be a picture to go with it? Somebody let me know, because I'm very confused by all of this. Like, it just makes no sense to me, but here we are. And I feel like these lodgers were pressured to create that presence that she's here when she's definitely not, from what we know of, because we ain't seen her. Tatler are reporting that she, has done a huge turn around the corner and is in a much pleasant space, and her return will be at any time, at any moment. So at one moment we're not going to see her till autumn, we're not going to see her for the rest of the year. Then the next day she's turned a huge corner and she'll be fine and we will see her in the next couple of weeks. This narrative that keeps on flipping left and right goes to show me that they don't know what's going on either. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. These insiders claim to know that everything going with Kate and that she's fine and the friends are speaking. They don't know anything that is going on. For them to suddenly put out a narrative that she's turned a corner and is doing much better. They put out this narrative at least 5 times since she went missing in December to now. So again, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's a fake. Can I even speak today? A fake narrative. That's what I genuinely see it to be, that she's turned this new corner. These stories that broke initially via the Spanish press that Kate Middleton was in a coma, I believe personally came from Kate Middleton's camp, came from her family. I feel like they've been told to keep quiet, not say anything, and been silenced from the whole situation or been threatened. And of course they're listening and abiding because Kate's parents really wanted Kate to be part of the royal family anyways. They don't want to mess things up. But I do think that they are releasing something behind the scenes. They're doing something behind the scenes. Probably Kate's dad, probably up to, whatever good you want to say, releasing information to sources, international press only, so that some narrative can get out there in regards to the coma related story. Otherwise, I don't think Buckingham Palace would have responded to it and shut it down, because nobody was really speaking about those coma stories until Buckingham Palace spoke out and shut it down in February. That just gave it more leeway for us to speak about. But I think that the family is leaking stories through sources, through people, through international press, slowly, so that some conversation can get out there about their daughter that we know about or can speak about, because they can't do it themselves. The pictures of Pippa Middleton on holiday whilst this was going on, we don't know if she was on vacation then. It could have been old pictures that was put up. We don't know when she went. It could have been, last year. We just simply don't know. I'm not going to say our family are trying to support her. I feel like, in that particular aristocratic world, or whatever world you want to call it, I don't even think she's part of the aristocratic society. Everybody is just for themselves. People are very selfish in general. The fact that James Middleton has released a book so that people can read about it goes to show you his values, and that whilst his sister is sick, I'm not saying that everyone's life must stop, but clearly we haven't seen this woman. This is the time that you want to release your book, not before, not even after the wedding of Kate and William. You want to release it right now, which is about other stuff, but I just find it to be very choosing. I just think that Kate's parents are doing something behind the scenes. Kate was seen with Kate in that fake TMZ picture anyways, and that they were the ones dropping the kids off, but William's camp said that he was. So I think that is definitely still there, that they're beefing behind the scenes, they've got bad tension, and that it is the conversation that I genuinely believe is going on also. I don't think that it's just one thing. Social media likes to think it's just one thing and not the other, when we don't realize that things can actually coexist simultaneously. at the same time, things can go on, you know. So I do think there are, you know, issues behind the scenes. I think her family are trying to leak these stories, because her now suddenly turning a corner is insane. It doesn't make any sense. I can't source this article, but I recently read that she was seen at some shop in Norfolk, and that, you know, people in Norfolk apparently respect the royal family and therefore didn't decide to take any picture. In this day and age, in this digital age, if Kate is walking around shops, there's a bounty on that woman for anybody to get pictures of her that they would sell to, not the UK press, because clearly they're silent on her, but international press, and they would make a fortune. Definitely 6 figures if they found pictures and videos of Kate Middleton walking around in Norfolk in a shop, sold it to a US press, Spanish press, Italian press, international press. They make a lot of money. And so therefore, if she was shopping around Norfolk, I don't think anybody would be respectful to not take pictures of her anyways. Respectful pictures of taking of her when she's missing. And just in the digital age, you're going to want to take pictures of these royals, especially when they're walking around. There ain't no way she's popped into Norfolk with William and William was buying stuff for her or with her. There weren't cameras or paparazzi around, or nobody else was there, or, like, you know, even the cashier would have taken something. Again, it doesn't make any sense to me. There's always another scenario where she's out and about walking somewhere and nobody spots, nobody takes a picture, nobody takes a video, nothing. I don't know about you, but it just doesn't smell right. Something in the buttermilk is not clean. I also feel like American people care a lot more about what is going on with Kate Middleton than the British. We just don't care as much because A, we've got our own shit going on in the UK. Not that the US don't, to be honest with you. But B, we're just so used to the royal family's nonsense. We're just so... My shirt is really down for no reason. We're just so used to... I don't know what... Actually, I'm trying to find a reason, but I just don't have a reason, to be honest with you. I just don't really feel like people in the UK care as much. Yeah, I just don't feel like they do. But after the way Meghan Markle was dragged out of the UK and cussed out and berated and belittled and degraded, I'm not really surprised, to be honest with you. I'm just not. But it just goes to show you that if this happened this would never happen to Diana, where she would be missing for 6 months. There will be people asking questions for a very long time. And for the fact that, you know, she's now going to not be returning for the rest of the year is alarm bells. Alarm bells indeed. And is she going to return in 2025? And when? And what is she going to look like? If that day comes when she returns, what is she just going to look like? I just don't know. Because if my sources were correct and that was a surgery that she had, I just don't know why they would not be transparent. This is what I don't understand. Why don't they just give the transparency? If it's just like, why would they not just be transparent? Because it would just melt away all of these conversations, avoided all of those scandals. It just would have just avoided so much bad PR. It would have avoided all of it, because in the mystery of all of her being dragged left, right, center, and her name everywhere, we haven't seen Kate say anything outside of this AI video, from what I believe it was, because there were just way too many glitches. But if we get a second video, hopefully William will be there with her this time. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. Head over to my Instagram at Murad_Morali. I would really appreciate it. I post reels over there. Comment down below, send a super thanks, click the notifications bell, and I'll catch you guys soon for another royal update.